Last I saw, he was in the mess, as always.
Welcome back, Sid.
Finish with that log so we can call it a morning.
Again! Was in schoolboy swing harder.
Otto will want to know what happened in Costness. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Sid!
Staying long this time?
Sid?
Does that one have blood on it?
Is it business or pleasure? Well, you won't hear me complaining. The only drawback... Still... I remember it like it was yesterday. You're our leader now, Clive. Coin purse weighing you down? You got out else? I'll be thankful you got that much. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
You look like you could do with a drink. How am I getting on? About as well as you'd expect of a barmaid pouring sour ale for penniless outlaws in the middle. And it'd be worse than that if Molly here didn't make the best stew this summer. Don't tell her you heard that from me, though. Oh, keep your mug handy.
Have we any more knuckle pies?
Clive, you're back. You didn't happen to run out of potions while you're away, did you? We've a fine selection of tonics and tinctures. Oh, perhaps you'd be interested in some new accoutrement. Gear.
What do you need? Thinks you ain't too bad. Nah. You've, because I haven't. Still. Not saying fortune, do you? Should last you a good while. Anything else?
If you told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken you for a madman. But no, here it is.
The secret's in the bellows, you know.
They're Master Sid's own design. The other Master Sid. Have you been to the toll?
Finished sorting those reports yet?
All operations are suspended.
Ah, there you are, Clyde. Word of your adventures arrived this...
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on them. Should be back any day.
Understood. If...
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
I learned something new. You'll be the first to know. Now off you go.
I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission?
I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here? Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the Crystalline Dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Here for another of my lectures? One would think. I admit, a far more reputable fellowship. My beloved homeland. Or at least, it was. What is it that you wish to learn? Of course. Study it well, Clive. Very good.
Clive, is everything all right?
I don't know, perhaps. Should just have blacks all maybe.
What can I get you, Sid? Well, someone's in a good mood. Drink up, you lot. The next round's on Sid. Don't be a stranger, Sid. Welcome back, Sid. Coming right up. Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
Look, it's Sid.
Stay long this time. Have we any...
Welcome back, Sid.
No, perhaps I should just have...
Shout if you need topping up. What can I get you, Sid? The usual, then. Oh, you're not leaving already, are you? Welcome back, Sid. Might be a mo. Oh, keep your mug handy. You look like you could do with a drink. Coming right up. Oh, you're not leaving already, are you? Welcome back, Sid. Thirsty, are ya? Tell me, Sid, have you ever thought about trying the wine? It ain't half as sour as that swill. It'll get you tippled twice as fast. Speaking of which, you know that friend of yours over in Lost Wing? What's his name? Kenton? Quinston? Anyway, the red from his vineyards is some of the finest in Storm, which is why it's worth an emperor's ransom, and harder to come by than a cup of Grieger's tears. But you ever wondered why that might be? 'Cause I heard it's down to the fact that he buries the bodies of anyone who crosses him under the trellises, so the vines can soak up their blood. That can't be true, can it?
Can... what?
Oh, you weren't even listening.
Of course I was. That was... very interesting.
Don't be a stranger, Sid. What can I get you, Sid? Shout if you need topping up. Oh, keep your mug handy. Welcome back, Sid. Coming right up. Don't be a stranger, Sid. You look like you could do with a drink. What can I get you, Sid? Might be a mo. Oh, you're not leaving already, are you? Welcome back, Sid. As if setting our people free wasn't enough. Good news, everyone. The casks have been liberated. Here's to Sid. Don't be a stranger, Sid. What can I get you, Sid? That's what we like to hear. Knock 'em back, everyone. Sid's buying. Oh, you're not leaving already, are you? You look like you could do with a drink. Honestly, Sid, you're too nice for your own good. Do you hear that, ladies and gents? The next round's courtesy of the realm's most benevolent outlaw. Don't be a stranger, Sid. Welcome back, Sid. Well, someone's in a good mood. Drink up, you lot. The next round's on Sid. Oh, keep your mug handy.
Look, it's Sid.
Staying long this time? old tome said the hideaway is built inside an airship. Said it was called the Invincible.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long in... Welcome home, Clive.
I believe this belongs to you.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or... That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creek, but without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little at...
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associate.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them. Titan took much from us that night, and the wounds that remain.
Which is why we must give them all the time.
That we must. Just a...
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? Look around you. Still. Why? It has been difficult, certainly. Had you not led us here, I still remember. And thank goodness they did. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. You wish to study the tomes? The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems.
It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a stolus. All right. I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
As hither yon dance autumn winds atop the rotten pier. Of Sid's return the faithful sing across the blighted mere.
I don't know that.
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the Tavern Crown for me.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk. What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. without mother crystals. To sit.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well. What would make Martha leave the rest?
If something has happened to Martha, we need to speak with Otto.
This plank will have to be replaced.
Nearly half the crates were lost to bandits.
Where did we put us?
Had they bloomed at all is a blessing.
It's not deep,
Won't be long now, Martha. This ton here pulls the black from the lake water and renders it good. You'll have to ask Mid if you want to know how it works,
Much was lost when the first hideaway fell. Colleagues and friends. Years of hard work. Did not let that loss defeat us. And our work will not be in vain. No. The spirits of our fallen comrades live on in every leaf and limb you see here.
Charlie says I can't go and play until I finish my...
Good day to you, Sid.
Ah, Sid. We were just about to start our next lesson. You're welcome to join us, but be warned. I tolerate absolutely no tomfoolery.
Can't catch a wink with all the clamour in the hall. The atrium's quiet this time of day.
Sid! The lawsman says I can borrow as many books as I can carry. This was all I could carry. What do you think, George?
Go on.
What's the matter, Sid? You look as pale as the day your predecessor slung you in the cell next to mine. Not about to have another fit, are you? Of course you aren't. You're a changed man now. We both are.
No one works longer or harder than our Otto. You can scour the whole of Storm and Ash, and you won't find a better man.
Escape from the slave markets. How'd you manage that?
I had some help, but it was mostly luck. The others weren't so lucky.
Rosaria's not so kind to travelers these days. If you're bound for the rest, make sure you keep your wits sharp and your steel sharper.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over it. Blood was spilled. Bones were broken. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, they've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are all. They should speed up the search. But if this is a...
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Martha is a survivor. We'll find her. Martha is a survivor. We'll find her. Ah, my favorite pupil. How may I help you today? Study it well, Clive. Thus ends today's lesson.
If you need volunteers, just say the word. Madava? When it comes to the old fisticuffs.
Welcome back, Sid.
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tet does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rock for a moon or so. Assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beat.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's... Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth.
Farewell. Yeah!
I can't imagine Obolus needing any more than this. Time to head home.
fish with that lot.
Welcome back, Sid.
Well, did you find is one way, but
ugh, reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo?
Yeah. Same as me old man.